Hello, my mystic friends. I'm your astrologer, Patricia Tate, and today we're going to be diving into the month of November of 2025, this monthly astrology forecast. I want to share insights with you in order to help you connect with your inner wisdom to move more in alignment with the universe. Now, I do have some exciting news to share. I am excited to share my 2026 year ahead astrology forecast. Each one is an extended video with a detailed PDF that explains the key transits, the eclipses, and all the shifts so you can help navigate your year with confidence. You can grab your sign or bundle all 12 at willowgracemystic.com or in the link below. So for my Leo friends, November of 2025 is going to be a month of powerful recentering for you. As a Leo, you live your heart that longs to shine, to create, to love boldly, to lead with authenticity. Yet this month, the universe, it's guiding you to take a step backward, to look inward, to look at your foundation, your roots, your intimate spaces within your life that you may not share with everybody. What's emerging now, it might feel quieter than your usual shine and brilliance. But these deeper alignments that come this month are preparing you for this new cycle of strength and purpose and resilience. I want to start off first with the full moon on November 5th that will be at the top of your chart. This is in the sign of Taurus. This full moon is illuminating, it's the highest point of your chart. So it's your career, your reputation, your purpose, your drive. And so full moons, they always bring about closures, culminations, endings, revelations. They reveal to us what we didn't see before, what was once hidden. And so it highlights your public life. Remember, since you're ruled by the sun making a major aspect to a planet or a luminary is really important. And so you might see the results of your professional efforts or be recognized for like receiving a recognition or a reward for something that has to do with your work, or feel the need to release the path that you're on that just no longer reflects your authentic goals. For you, my Leo friends, this lunation, it's inviting you to slow down, to reflect, to look at what does success truly mean to you. Is it measured only by achievements, or is it also about fulfillment and peace and balance? This full moon may show you where you've been overextending yourself in pursuit of external validation. By honoring what aligns with your values, you can step into a career that can fully sustain you. Now, 2 days later, we are going to have Uranus enter back into the sign of Taurus. Uranus had spent a lot of time here, then moved forward, and now with its retrograde, it's going back to focus on any unfinished business. And so it's re-entering your career sector, your job, your reputation. And so once it comes back in here once more, it's electric. It can bring these sudden shifts that can occur within your career, within your public image. You might feel pulled to possibly break free from expectations and chart a more unconventional path. You can look at this as any change that happens is not meant to destabilize you, but it's to liberate you from roles that just no longer fit you. Meanwhile, we're going to have Venus, and she's in the sign of Scorpio, in your 4th house of home, in a hard aspect, a square with Pluto in your relationship sector, your 7th house. Squares create tension. The tension is to push us, they challenge us to change, to grow, to evolve. And so it creates the tension between your home, your family, your traditions, and partnerships that can be personal, professional, collaborative. And so this can truly highlight these dynamics between your private and your personal life. Perhaps a partner's needs, they conflict with family responsibilities, or there can be like power struggles that surface within your closest connections. This invitation is to help you to navigate with compassion and honesty, all while avoiding manipulation and defensiveness, because that's what Scorpio can sometimes bring. Scorpio wants to dive deep. It wants to engage. Now I want to take you to the very next day on the 9th. We're now going to have Mercury now stationing retrograde. Mercury rules over the way that we communicate, our thoughts, our ideas, anything that involves the mind. And so this is in your 5th house of creativity and love and joy and your own inner child. It's the house where we take a risk. And so this retrograde, it can bring back into focus any unfinished business that has to do with creative projects, past romances, or questions how you express yourself. It's going back onto things that used to bring you joy and taking a second look, review, rethink, revise, reevaluate. So there can be old passions that now resurface, or you might be called to reevaluate how you share your heart or your projects, your art, your beauty with the world. For you, Leo, this is a chance to return to topics that once brought you joy. Revisit your art, your play, your sources of passion. Instead of pushing through to like new ventures, reflect on what love and creativity mean to you now. This retrograde, it's asking you to refine the way that you shine so that your expression, it reflects your soul. Now, just a couple days later, on the 11th, we now have Jupiter stationing retrograde. So I hope you see where this is all going. This month starts off and it's all go in, go in, go in. And so Jupiter is in your 12th house. This is the house of spirituality and its hidden realms, its healing, its secrets. It's a dark house that has you going within to isolate. And so Jupiter here has expanded your inner world, but retrograde, the growth goes inward. You might feel pulled to deepen your spiritual practice or to reflect on these unseen patterns that are guiding your life. The 12th house is where we have these broken records that are like on skip of things that people have said to us or our fears. And so Jupiter going retrograde here has you going inward to revisit old wounds, opening it up for healing opportunities. For you, this transit can feel like a gentle retreat. External expansion, it can slow down, but your inner wisdom, it can now bloom because it's tapping into dreams, intuition, psychic ability, ancestors, the Akashic records, past life regressions. You are encouraged to explore your intuition, your faith, your beliefs. This retrograde, it offers these karmic lessons, reminding you that sometimes the greatest growth, it happens behind the scenes and within stillness. So let's move forward to the 18th. So we're going to now have Mercury now move back into the sign of Scorpio. So we're going to continue that retrograde theme. So Mercury started off with focusing on your creativity, and now when it moves into the sign of Scorpio, it deepens. It activates your home, your family, roots, traditions, security. Your family conversations, they can now have old topics resurface, unresolved matters around property or your living situation. They can now like literally swing back around for a focus, a refocus. This has you possibly reflecting on childhood patterns. This is going to be a powerful opportunity for you to heal any of the generational stories or strengthen your own emotional foundation. For you, Leo, Mercury here is asking you to tend to the sacred space of your foundation, your home, both your physical dwelling and your own inner sanctuary of your heart. Now, the very next day, we're going to have a new moon, and the sun will be conjunct or in a cazimi with Mercury as it's stationing retrograde, as it's moving backward. So on November 20th, a Sun-Mercury conjunction in the sign of Scorpio, also called a cazimi. This is when you get the aha moment, that I get it, I see it, a flash or a bolt of awareness. It's about insights coming to you with themes of family and home and your sense of belonging, and it breaks through the confusion right now. On the same day, this is a new moon in the sign of Scorpio. New moon lighting up your house. It's opening up a doorway of renewal into what is your foundation. This lunation, it invites you to plant these seeds for emotional healing, possibly building a home life that nourishes your soul, and for you to reclaim a sense of safety. New moons are always a time of a fresh start, clean slate, new beginning. It's to start something that will grow and evolve over time. For you, Leo, this is a deeply personal turning point. Because by tending to your roots or your foundation, you give yourself the strength to shine more brightly in the world. Now, the very next day, we're going to have Uranus in a sextile supporting this. So we have Uranus in the sign of Taurus, and it's at the 29th degree. 29th is an anaretic degree. It's a final, it's a culmination, it's a closure, and it's in a harmonious aspect with Neptune, also retrograde and also at 29 degrees. And so it's bringing in topics that have to do with your 10th house of career, with your 8th house of transformation, of where you are sharing resources emotionally, physically, financially, sexually with other people. And so this is a supportive aspect that offers visionary potential. You might be inspired to align your professional path with possibly a deeper purpose, or to transform your approach to finances and partnerships that you share it with, like people that you are invested in that can help you support your future. For you, Leo, this aspect, it really opens up these imaginative doors, because Uranus is this, it's a spark of ingenuity that comes to you. It reminds you that your career and your calling, they're not separate from your soul's growth. Trust the inspirations that come right now. They are glimpses of what your future can become when you are aligned with your spirit. Leo, know that this month it carries these strong themes of balancing your public and your private life. And the full moon in Uranus, in the sign of Taurus, it brings these shifts within your career, visibility, purpose. It literally is a quick pivot or a quick shift or change. While the Scorpio new moon and Mercury retrograde, they're really highlighting your home and your emotional foundation. And Jupiter retrograde is drawing you inward for the spiritual reflection, saying pause, meditate, yoga, journal. And so Mercury retrograding from your 5th to your 4th house, it brings you back to these old stories, either when you were a younger child, or stories of joy and love and family, in order to review it. For you, November is less about this outward display. It is more about tending to your own inner flame. You are being asked to heal from your foundation, from your roots up, to revisit these old joys, to embrace the transformation that's happening for your career path. Because by doing so, you create a foundation that supports your radiant self-expression to move forward with. So for my Leo friends, thank you so much for being here. I'd love to hear thoughts about this in the comments below.